Good day. This is Dr. Amudapriya, Associate Professor Triply from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. We are here to discuss about the course Power System Operation and Control, and we'll discuss about the system load variation and load curves in this lecture. So regarding the system load characteristics, we come across different parameters like connected load, maximum demand, average load, load factor, diversity factor, plant capacity factor, plant use factor, etc. So all these characteristics they define, they do have an individual definition of themselves, defining the perfect operation of the electric power system. So what is the plant capacity factor? It is the ratio of actual energy which is being produced to the maximum possible energy that could have been produced during a given period. So obviously, if suppose the plant is being operated under the rated capacity level, this factor will immediately indicate whether it is being at good level or not. So this is a perfect indicator of the utilization of the generation capacity. And next is the plant use factor. It is nothing but the ratio of the energy or electrical energy generated to the product of the plant capacity and the number of hours for which the plant was in operation. So what the plant use factor emphasizes, what is the output of the plant. So output of the plant to the product of the plant capacity and the hours of usage. So for example, if we consider for 1 hour of operation, the plant capacity is so and so. So what is the station output? I mean, it will be represented in energy. So obviously we can have a perfect relation between the capacity generated and that what is being sent out from the station or generating station. So this will be determining whether the generation side or generation sector is being effectively utilized for generating the electricity. Next is the load duration curve. This is the most important one. When the elements of a load curve are arranged in the order of descending magnitudes, we do have a load duration curve. And so what is a load curve means? The curve showing the variation of load on the power station with respect to time. It will be giving you the actual consumption of electricity. There are different types of load curves, namely daily load curve, monthly load curve and yearly load curve. So each and every load curve have their individual emphasis. They emphasize their necessity accordingly. Well, when considering the base load, the unvarying load which occurs almost the whole day on the station is known as base load. And the peak load are due to the peak demands which are being kept on the, which are ordered or required by the consumers on the station. So we can see this is what is called load duration curve. When an element of the load curve are arranged in the order of descending magnitudes, we'll get a load duration curve. So what is the impact of a load duration curve? Actually, the area under the load duration curve is equal to that of the corresponding load curve. Area is the same because we are just reordering it and we are drawing it. The diagram which is given at the left side is a load duration curve. The one which is at the right side is nothing but the load curve. So load curve purely depends upon the timing. Load duration curve depends upon the value. For how many hours the peak demand has occurred. For how many hours the next level of peak demand has occurred. For how many hours only the base load is being consumed. So these are the data you can directly get it from the load curve, not from the load curve. Load duration curve will be providing such data, not the load curve. In load curve, for example, at 8 p.m. what is the electricity consumption? Directly we can see that. So based upon the load curve, generation at that particular time can be determined. Based on the load duration curve, we can find out the level of electricity generation which has to be made. The load duration curve can be extended to include any period of time, but not the case of load curve. It should be 24 hours period. Load factor, it is the ratio of average load to the maximum demand during a given period, and this is a basic one for the load consumption, I mean the electricity consumption of the consumers. And diversity factor is nothing but the ratio of the sum of the individual maximum demand on the power station. So to the max, I mean the sum of individual maximum demand to the maximum demand, it gives a diversity factor. So this may shows the how the variation of how the variation is there while considering the individual maximum demands. So these are the ideas of load factor and the diversity factor. Thank you.